Hello, beautiful Lyran Starseeds. This is Lyran, Star Goddess Oracle and Tarot. And we are back connecting with energies from the Lyran Light Field, Lion Light Council, receiving messages and information about soul lessons and anything that we're moving through right now. Just layers of us coming up as a soul pod. And we do this for the purposes of healing and releasing light back into our soul lessons. These are daily readings and they're dedicated to Lyran Starseeds and Urmah Soul Pod. But whenever you find this reading, that's when you were meant to find it. So connecting in with me, connecting in with the Lyran light field. I'm in agreement with source and only source. I'm in alignment with light and only light. And I want to check out the heart of the situation first tonight. We've got the Five of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And that's the Six of Cups together. There's some sadness and regret, and I'm hearing denial, but there's a lot of love here. And it's the kind of thing where it could be a loss, or it could feel like something has very much shifted. And so things are not the same as they were type of a loss. And because these are together and I'm seeing the Six of Cups from both of these, it seems like something that is very sentimental, some kind of also childhood type longing, childhood type love, sentimental, emotional, sensitive, and the kind of thing that programs created during childhood, those programs will be affected right now, or those triggers will be coming up right now. And the roots of the situation are talking about some kind of truth that you were met with. So the heart of the situation coming from this truth that has surfaced, and overlying the situation, the Seven of Swords reversed and the Sun. The sneaky monkey card for me is the Seven of Swords. It's reversed. So this is something that you are aware of, possibly just aware of, possibly with this truth, you recognize what's going on. So it's some kind of, I mean, the Seven of Swords is about protection also. It's having to do something out of a protective need. Sometimes it's just straight up sneaky monkey stuff. But in this case, because of the Sun, this feels like someone was legitimately trying to protect themselves with this truth that has come out, but it's disappointing or sad somehow. It reveals something that it feels disappointing. This, though, however, is you recognizing this, seeing this person, or seeing this truth about someone in a way that it's like you're in observing mode. You're observing. There's illumination here. There is room for healing this, recognizing why someone was in survival mode or protection mode, and being able to heal from it, even though it's sad, even though there's something that's disappointing. In the past, here's the Page of Swords reversed. This is, again, having to do with the truth of possibly, I mean, if you feel like somebody's throwing you under the bus, if you feel like someone told a secret, said something about you, true or not, there's some kind of gossip in the past. And this is finding out about it, that whatever was said undercover has come out into the illumination. And your advice is the World card, which is always interesting because this is about graduating, taking the step forward into the higher frequency, not dwelling, not resenting. This is being sad about it and feel those feelings. I want to look at release before anything else too. Here's the Ten of Pentacles reversed. This is a group dynamics that are dysfunctional. And it has to do with some, I want to say some childhood friend or cousin or something. But this is releasing the dysfunction of that partnership. So it's more like letting go of any resentment because the resentment is ultimately the poison that eats you alive and nobody else. So it's like have a grief and then allow the dysfunction to release from your field. Fill it with light. That doesn't mean that you have to have tea with people. That doesn't mean that you have to be besties or you have to, go along the way you were going along before. It just means not to feed it, not to feed the trauma. Heal the trauma, but don't feed it with resentment. So this is walking through some kind of a threshold, and it's about leaving the past behind. It's about stepping through something and no longer being that innocence, not having the innocence of that inner child. Being, it's like from the inner child to the parent self. It's stepping through and saying, okay, I understand what needs to happen here. And it's not just about bypassing by sidestepping kind of your feelings or your needs or anything like that or a trauma, but it is about actively healing it happening now and into the near future. This is definitely something that you don't have to deal with any longer. So no matter what is going on, whatever this person has said or whatever the situation is, this isn't something that you have to continue interacting with. Wow. Our oracle cards today are attunement, initiations, and remote viewing. And so this very well may feel like an attunement. It might feel like an initiation. Your energy is shifting up. It is shifting up. It's interesting how that happens when we have something that is jarring or sad or upsetting or, you know, comes in when we're not expecting it. It does open a door for light possibilities. Those are initiations. There's a complete attunement happening, even not just an energy shift, but the attunement is a choice to match a certain frequency. And this is leveling up into that frequency. The soul lesson is the Page of Wands. This is the open door. The soul lesson is about what doors do I choose? Big picture is the Emperor. This is about having mastering, complete control of your life. I get to make the decisions. I get to say yes neutrally. I get to say no neutrally. I get to engage or not. I get to be part of energies or decide not to be part of those energies. Let's take a look at our Lyran Light Council over here. We've got the Tower reversed, Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. The Tower reversed is the higher self, and the higher self is talking about recognizing whatever it is that you are recognizing in this moment and knowing that you've it's like crossing the bridge right before the bridge falls into the crevasse. You made it across the bridge before the tower fell, before the bridge fell. The higher self is saying that that wasn't an accident, that is a choice. It was a choice to leave when you left, run across the bridge when you ran across the bridge. Choice that you made, an aligned choice. Angels and guides are talking about the Ace of Wands. This is a passionate new beginning. That's what this World card is too. This is your advice, and it's like take the passionate new beginning, take the opportunity to, this is declaring with action rather than words that you are in charge of your own life, that you get to decide when you've had enough. And then the future self is basically talking about drama. The 10 of Wands, or it's not reversed, the 10 of Wands. This is about taking on responsibility that is not your own. And when we're talking about the future self is like, look at what that was. Look at this energy in hindsight. You were holding something that wasn't even yours to hold. It was helping someone, but helping in a way that was not a balanced way. This is about gnosis and moving forward in wisdom, your own wisdom, releasing that dysfunction. This makes me feel like this isn't cutting someone off. They're still in your life, but you're not engaging with them the same way that you once were. And the outcome, we've got the Seven of Wands and the Strength card. I feel like this combination came up a couple days ago. The Seven of Wands is about defending your honor, defending what it is that your needs are, what it is that you are desiring, wanting, wishing, what you need. And this is being strong in your truth about this. It's defending yourself, but when we have a strength card in that defense, it's doing it gently. It's doing it, and again, I'm getting non-verbally. It's like you are speaking loudly with your actions. That's a really strong energy that's coming through tonight. Irma Soul Pod, thank you for being here with me. Love you. See you tomorrow.